Came through with that new thing, see, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months, had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your bae, on the run, like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs, I caught you out, you got served with that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No, Novocaine, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks, I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do that. Hell yeah, we knew that. That girl gave me them crazy eyes. Orange is that new black. Black code out, so I think about it. Stress me out, so I drink about it. They talk it out, but it's all good, so it's too real. Don't think about it.
She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. Came up as a church boy with my dukes on weekends. Waking up at like 6, man, you don't get paid if you sleepin'. Man, you don't know where I come from, you don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say shit about all the bread that I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like Trinidad. Trick, I'm the man, act like you know me. Popping off like a semi, man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean my crew hot, your crew not. We too sick, no flu shot. On this side, it's all big, man, I ain't dissing on Tupac. Just East Coast, all East Coast. These young bloods don't know better. Most of y'all got no chill, they'll get it poppin' in snow weather. Some kids just need love, they'll put in work for like no cheddar. Looking up to them dope boys, they got bands like Coachella. Yeah, just remember, I might have your girl for dinner. I'm the man year round, January to December. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it.
Your reflection in my wine glass. That's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I've been alive. I'm trying to find where I identify. 1 time for the girl that got away. 2 times for the bub I'm about to spray. 3 times for the power that I pray to. Are you up there? Can you hear me? I know I fucked up. It's clear, see, I'm 22, but I don't act like it clearly. And all this shit is a mirage. I'm just rapping for a cause. The life, the fame, the life's the game. We break the laws, don't like to change. Wanna win you back, but I hate to lose. I know that you're the one, but it's hard to choose. Too much whiskey in my red cup. Remember first day you wouldn't give it up. We had only scratched the surface, but I knew that you were worth it. Yeah, so I was patient. I bragged to my niggas, Joe Namath. I'm still with the niggas that I came with, but everything changed once some fame hit. Make it up, take you down, have a shot, I bought a round, play my songs, you like the sound. It's going down, it's going down. Let's drink coffee, watch passerbys, and prove to you I'm not the average guy. It's just my flaws that they magnify, and when it's real, you don't have to try. there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away. I wish there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away.
See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. My head has been spinning, I might need a minute. I've been dying to kick it, so just come with if you with it. And this game that we're playing, you want me but won't say it. If I told you I'm leaving, you would be so devastated. Oh, and I don't want no bullshit excuse, like you ain't got no time for me, as if that shit was true. Just tell me how it is, how you want it. If you're down, want a summit, I got plans and you're one of them. Not trying to pretend. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah.
Hold up, did you really think I'm bad it? Say she wanna leave, but it's way too crowded. But I'll vibe with you, I'm playing games, I ain't trying to lose. And if I take you back, I'ma kiss your neck. I could be your now, I could be your next. I could be the one to relieve your stress. When we talk about sex, she unzip that dress. Bless, maybe one day I could take it. Give it to me, cause I'm tired of waiting. I'm like the latest, #1 play on your playlist. Don't trip if these other girls play it. And I don't like to fight, you the type that I'd like to wife. Guy feeling like life is nice. At the movies eating Mike and Ike's. And if the price is right, then I guess I'm bout it.
See,
yeah.
I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah.
Champagne for breakfast, first things first, never put you second. Girl, don't be stressing, I forgot to mention I'm bad about it, don't be offended. I fucks with you cause you're down to earth. Got an ounce of perp if you're down to burn. You got a plan and you're still in school, or you got a man but that shit is cool, right? And if you like, you can stay for the night. Don't stay for the love, don't stay for the life. Know my name, then say it to me twice. Let me hear that shit, let me see that shit. You could be the one if you wanted to, or you got games, you could keep that shit. Girl, come and let me know what you wanna do.
Be who you wanna be. I will not blame you. Do what you wanna do. Don't wanna play you. If you would come with me, then I would take you anywhere you want to go. Yeah. Even if you're looking for the one, and I couldn't be him, you'd be sure to see in that I won't just go and take home anyone. I'm about you, girl. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah.
niggas must have forgot their alphabet. Let me explain. Here it goes. A is for ambition. Be what I wanna be. See past the situation that's in front of me. Doubters and enemies. F we say fuck them. The irony is they inspire me to love them. G is past go when ignite the cash flow. When H is put your heart in whatever's your last hope. I inspire, but two light the fire. So we be the streets' #1 supplier. And J is for them Jordans for my niggas when I make it. Give me 2 of those strange no-name kicks. Earth, wind, and fire type. Elemental beast that resembles me, and it accounts for elemental P. You the track up like, oh, you impressed, get your bread, kid, but never let it go to your head. That's S for success, to be the best. T is teach back what you learn, that's next. Cause you got the power, V for voluntary action. W is right out to life with a passion. X is expect to fail, why cease to dream? Even when you ain't catching them Z's, and that's the alphabet.
For so long, been surviving for so long. I know that the things will come. I've been trying for so long, been surviving for so long. I know that good things will come, they will come.
Yo, think they starting to follow me. So A is to attempt to be the change you wanna see, and D is to be different. But tell us what you mean. Like, are you one of them good guys, or you one of us fiends? Either way, you gotta eat. Elevate your mind, right? Cause F is for the fine life, and that's how you define life. But I say G is get back to your home, and H is help the people that done help you along. Oh yeah, fuck it, we go back to F, cause that's for freedom. G is keep your good thoughts, cause buddy, you gon' need them. And H is if your hood stars, buddy, you gon' feed them. Cause it's bad enough when niggas get the check and get to leaving. J is for them jump offs, we wanted as kids. Looking through the glass, seeing the life we wanna live in. M is more money, more problems, and N-O is no P's, and that's pessimistic profits. Q, quit thinking, and R, you still with me, and S is stress less, and T is to infinity. U is that it's all about you, and that's why a nigga fucked around and left out I. VW is very wise, and X is this exam, but why lie? You got zip if you ain't got fam, and that's the alphabet.
For so long, been surviving for so long. I know that good things will come. I've been trying for so long, been surviving for so long. I know that good things will come, they will come. Trying for so long, been surviving for so long. They will.
Only effort, discipline, loyalty earn the right to wear the dragon doji. You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your father. I want you all to become full members of the Foot.
All right, welcome everybody to another week of Rose League. This is week 3 of this season. We've had a fantastic couple of weeks so far. Of course, last week being joined by Irene Shell. We had an amazing 4 games with a bunch of action. We've got a few teams now fighting it out for the lead. It's going to be a fantastic last couple of weeks of this season. I can't wait to get into tonight's action. Of course, we have switched over a little bit early before the start of Game 1 because tonight I am joined by another very special guest, AngryHoser. He is a fellow PUBG mobile partner. He will be here co-casting with me tonight. Let's make him very welcome in the chat. Make sure you're here supporting your teams. It's great to see you all. A big shout out to our sponsors, AIO, Glitch Energy, Darth Odin, and the Control Cuties. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to AngryHoser. Angry, are you there, mate?
Yes, sir. I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Great to have you here.
My pleasure, my friend. My pleasure.
So obviously we haven't worked together before. So do you have any casting experience? Is this new to you?
I've done a bit of casting in the past. I haven't done it for a while now. I've been busy with work. I'm still working to get my professional designation as a civil engineer, so been quite busy with that. But I'm glad to be back and give it a go and hang out with you and the ladies here in the Rose League. It's should be exciting.
Yeah, it's good fun. Rose League, of course, is the longest running event in PUBG Mobile in the world, so it's a fantastic event. These girls are absolute beasts. It's great to have you here casting with me. Where can everyone find you? Where's the best place to come and watch AngryHoser?
Probably. I'll give you one of three, I guess. I'm either on Facebook, Kick, or YouTube, all at AngryHoser.
So, or look up AngryHoser on one of those three platforms, guys. Make sure you go give him a follow. He is a fellow PUBG Mobile partner. And one of our many special guests joining us, of course, next week for the finals. We are joined by Bella Fox. The week after, we will be joined by the Bushka, with a couple of other special guests to come after that. We've also got some major giveaways coming thanks to PUBG Mobile. But it's great to have you here, Angry. I'll throw to you as much as I can. I've also got to get used to co-casting with someone and not doing it all myself. So I'll throw to you as much as I can. If you see a fight that you think I should switch to, don't be afraid to speak up. But yeah, these girls are amazing. You will love the action. Chat will get pretty intense eventually as well. Usually takes half a game or so for the chat to warm up, but yeah, I want to appreciate everyone being here. I want to thank you all for being here already. Kit Marie, thank you for the roses. Big shout out to you. So we're underway with game number 1. 19 of our 20 teams are in the lobby. We're starting off just south of Novo. We're heading up in a northwesterly direction, just over the eastern side of that military island. We're going to head up over Pachinki. Then we're going to head over the George Pool crates, and we're going to finish to the west of North George Pool there. So let's see where these teams jump. We'll try get down with a little bit of early action. This is game 1, Rose League, brought to you by AIO, Glitch Energy, Darth Odin, and of course the Control Cuties, joined by a very special guest tonight. So let's get into the action. These girls will not disappoint, I can guarantee you that. Is that your kids we can hear in the background?
No, that is my girlfriend. She's from Mexico, and this is the time that she finally gets to talk to her mom. We already have a fight going on over in Milta. One player down already, I see.
Yeah, Team 3. That is Passion Fruit Femme taking on Team 12, which is the Nexus Valkyries. Passion Fruit are one of our big leading teams here. They come from a place well back in the rankings last week and jumped into 2nd or 3rd position overall, so they had a very big week last week. They're definitely one of our teams to watch. But it looks like Team 12's already taken one of those guys out, got a kill on the board. Yeah, I think with Passion Fruit, they're very aggressive. Well, these girls, you'll find they're very aggressive. They sort of push everything. They love to fight. They don't really back out of too many fights unless they really have to. They're down to one member or something, then they'll try back away. Team 17 are also rotating past here at the moment. You can see Leah's already taken a fair bit of damage. They're pulling in behind Team 12. Renita has jumped out of the vehicle, gone into a prone position. She's taking a lot of shots in her direction from Team 12. Also, Team 12 and Team 3 are going at it. You can see Sump has taken a fair bit of damage over there as well. Fury's in a bit of trouble and she has been knocked. So 1 down and she gets quickly thirsted. So another kill on the board here for the Nexus Valkyries. Stump has managed to pull back to a bit of safety as well. So Nexus Valkyrie still with all 4 of their members still up. Doesn't look like she's got any health items at the moment. So she's going to have to be a little bit careful from Passion Fruit across the road. Alright, so
Yeah, everyone looks like, besides from Milta here now, looks like everyone's spaced out, sort of got their own little compound, uh, looting up, feeling out, getting ready for the first zone shift. Like, you know, we have 3 teams down in military, and a couple over towards Quarry and Ferry Pier that are going to have to rotate all into zones. So I think we're going to see a lot of action here first as the first zone shifts.
Yeah, so you'll notice with Rose League, and this is something the girls do a fair bit. They actually all have their own separate drop zones a lot of the time. You might see 1 or 2 teams drop in the same locations and have fights, but they do seem to spread themselves out quite well. And then once you hit zone 5, zone 6, you've got like 15, 16 teams trying to get into the same zone. It just becomes all-out war. It's fantastic to watch. These girls are absolutely amazing. So some of these girls are tier 1 quality players. They've played together for 4+ years, so it's very interesting to watch how they go about it, and their rotations and stuff like that. But you'll find on most maps they all have their separate drop locations, and you don't see a lot of action at the beginning.
Yeah, that's one thing that I did notice when I was doing a bit of casting myself, and from watching some scrims and like some of the higher level stuff, like every team sort of has their own drop location depending on like flight path and whatever, you know what I mean? And I guess that's different. You know, I am not a scrim player. I do not profess to be a scrim player at all.
Oh, me either. Don't worry about that.
So I mean, when I look at it, and I see, you know, people being all, you know, having their locations and stuff. It's totally different than what we're used to, right?
Oh man, I couldn't agree more. I am definitely not a scrims player. I play on 200 MS every single day, so these girls would absolutely destroy me. I wouldn't want to be in the same lobby as them. So I totally get what you're saying, and I seem to drop somewhere new every time. So, but yeah, these you'll see the action start to unfold. Game 1, they sort of warm up a little bit. Chat sort of warms up a little bit, but yeah, we do get a fair few people over here watching Rose League. It gets a fair bit of support, so it's fantastic to have you over here to check it out with us. And we've got a few big surprises coming over the next couple of weeks. PUBG Mobile are going to be sending some UC over to give away, guys, as well. So we got Hulla taking some shots here over towards Slump, from Team 12. The Nexus Valkyrie, she's taken a fair bit of damage again, but manages to heal up. Taro has pushed around for a different angle. She's actually on the same side of the road as the Valkyries now. They've got to be a little bit careful here. Passion Fruit, they already have lost 1 member fairly early, which is a little bit unlike them, so they'll be looking to get a bit of revenge here on Team 12. And also show off a little bit for the chat and get a few kills on the board nice and early. Remember, if we all remember, after week 1, they lost points in 2 games. They were not scored due to video problems. So they had a big fight back last week, winning 2 or 3 of our games, and jumped into 2nd or 3rd place overall. So they've got a lot to gain back here, Passion Fruit, and they're of course a big name in the esports scene as well. They are, of course, the female team for the Passion Fruit organization, who have a pro team in the PMPL as well. So you can see Daddy here trying to get a bit of a view on Hulla. Hulla's staying pretty covered up behind those buildings. Taro is now making her way back across the road towards her teammates. We can see our circle is favouring the northeast of the map, so it'll be interesting to see where that takes us. A lot of the teams are already in zone, but we've got a couple of teams at the end of that western side bridge that could be getting into a fight fairly soon as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So give us a bit of an update on where your casting experience, what have you done in the past? Angry? Oh, actually I just got a message from him. He'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, so we've got Passion Fruit here taking on Team 12. Passion Fruit have now lost 2 members. You see Rival and Chiwis have both been taken out, so Hala and Taro. It's up to them to keep the team in the game at the moment. Let's take a bit of a look here at the circle. We can see a couple of teams bunching up around the center of that circle. We got a couple of teams at the bridge as well, getting fairly close to each other. This is Team 22, Athenia Esports, rotating past Team 10, which is Black Mamba, who are also in vehicles trying to make a rotation as we speak. Team 21 is not far away as well. That is Ixiaflora. They are on the coastline here. You can see Nyx is actually making her way towards those guys right now. Looks like they are not going to take that fight just yet with Team 21. Nyx is, looks like she might move up to the lighthouse here to have a bit of an overview on where Team 21 are currently located. Gets a couple of shots onto Roscoe there. Natalia is also on the other side, so Team 21 sort of sandwiched in the middle of Team 10 here. Nexi's taken a fair bit of damage. She takes a prone position so she can try heal up, but she's going to get knocked by Nyx there, taken down, and maybe thirsted here if she can't get back to safety pretty quickly. She does get thirsted there by Natalia from behind. There was really nowhere to go. She's got 3 of the players behind her. And Nyx up at the lighthouse.
Yeah, that rotation to the lighthouse proved to be big there. They once they got the angle, it's hard to get away from it, right?
Oh yeah, she
sandwiched in.
She definitely and she took them by surprise because they expected all the team to be on one side of them, and she went and got the overview on Ixiaflora here from the other side, so it sort of gave her nowhere to go. A couple of the girls are sort of lucky they already got back to those compounds, so and weren't caught in the open because they were surrounded and sandwiched by Team 10 here, Black Mamba, who now have a couple of kills on the board, and Ixiaflora look to be in a little bit of trouble here. In saying that though, Sinner has just gone down, and a bit of revenge straight away though for Black Mamba as Ilna gets knocked inside the tower there. Mika now trying to push around the bottom of the cliffs here down along the coastline, trying to get away from Team 10, who are definitely going to confirm their 3rd kill of this game. Yeah, so there we have it.
They are on the hunt though. They are now trying to let her go.
Oh no, they don't. They definitely look to finish off teams when they get into fights. They know where she is now. She's got really nowhere to go either. She's got both sides. They've got both sides of her covered.
Yeah, she's going to be in a tough spot here.
She's going to have to fight this out, and here come the rest of Black Mamba from her left as well, so not sure what she's going to be able to do here. It's going to be a 4v1, and she goes down pretty quickly, so that will be the end of Team 21, Ixiaflora. They'll be our first team eliminated tonight in 19th position. We are missing one team tonight. I'm not sure who that was. We'll have a quick look, see if we can quickly find out.
I see Team 3 is down to 1 player as well. I noticed they got separated, and Team 4 was able. Or sorry, not Team 3. Let me try to correct this again. Yeah, so Team 3 is down to 1 player again.
Yeah.
Team 12. My apologies.
Yeah.
Had gotten the other one on the rotation when they were trying to get to a vehicle, and was able to eliminate the last member.
Yeah, Passion Fruit tried to take off from Milta when they were down to 2 players remaining, and unfortunately got caught in that rotation. So Team 12 have also picked up 3 kills at this stage. We've got another fight going on with Team 18 at the moment, which is the Lakers Monarchy. See Kataba getting a couple of knocks there and a quick finish. She's also got a teammate down, so needs to be a little bit careful here. She's the last one up. Mayu for Team 5, which is Under Rain, another very good team here. They'll be a bit disappointed to be down to 1 player already here. Lakers Monarchy, though, are also down to only one player standing, so it's a bit of a survival of the fittest here. 1v1.
Ooh, that grenade hurt.
It hurt bad, and down she goes. Under Rain clutches it up there. Mayu getting the final kill on Team 18. Lakers Monarchy, who will be eliminated in 18th position. Under Rain with 3 kills on the board, but unfortunately for them, they are down to just one player remaining, which is going to make the rest of the game pretty tough from this situation. But let's see how how she manages that. She'll have to rotate eventually. At the moment, she has
now taking shots from Team 14 as well. That's B. I'm not sure of the teams. I do apologize. B, and it looks like RG.
So we've got RG is Realistic, and Team 13 is Beehive. I'll send you a team list as soon as I can in the break, so you've got that on you as well. I thought you might be able to see it on the screen, but it might be a little bit small. So
yeah, it's a little bit blurry. Actually, I can let me switch monitors here. I might be able to blow it up a little bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can see it now. I can do that.
So Beehive are also looking over towards Team 9, which is Ace of Spades. But they've got to be a little bit careful of Team 14, who are much closer here. 17 teams, 53 players remaining. This is only game 1. They are getting right into the action now. We can see a few teams starting to bunch up around this central area of the zone. Everyone has made their way into zone now. We're down.
Yeah, it looks like most every. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right.
I said it looks like most everybody has settled into a compound for the time being, but this zone is getting ready to close and they're like getting ready to shut up pretty soon. So a lot of teams are going to get pushed again.
Yeah, there's only so many places you can go once this circle starts to get smaller and smaller. They're sort of forced into battles that they don't want to take at some stages, and you see a lot of players and a lot of teams getting eliminated during those rotations, because as the circle gets smaller, those rotations become much harder, and unless you get a position inside the zone relatively quickly, it can be pretty hard to push your way in, especially in Rose League, where you've got 13 or 14 teams in zone 5 and zone 6, and that circle's so small. It's very, very tough to actually get in to a decent position, so you want to get into those zones as early as possible, but that's a lot easier said than done. It's much easier from this side of the screen than it is from theirs, that's for sure.
Well, there's zero doubts about that. And already I see Team 4, Team 13 teams, and Team 6 rotating just from that one thing, and Team 4 taking some heavy shots. I'm not sure where they came from.
Yeah, GoX here are pushing right into Team 13 here. They're going to push straight past them. Lady takes a fair bit of damage. Leo, Mary, and the girls just pushing past, but Team 13, Beehive, are also taking some damage from Team 9, which is Ace of Spades, who provided probably just enough cover there for Team 4 to make that rotation fairly safely straight past them.
Yeah, I think Team 4 should very well be sending a fruit basket along to Team 9 later on for the thank you.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that. Sending him a fruit basket as a bit of a thank you. So we've got our circle has changed again. We've got Team 11 and Team 6 fairly close to each other too. We might have to go take a look at that because they're in a bit of a battle here. Ducky has gone down for Team 11. Team 11 are down to one player standing. They've got Kazakh Limerence, Team 6, right on top of them. Madeline could be in a fair bit of trouble here. Gets one knock, but going for the thirst ends up getting taken out of the game. So that is the end of Team 11.
It's tough when you get down to 1v4 because, like, as you said, these ladies are not going to slack off. Like they're going to push, and they know it's a 1v4. They're going full bore and securing that last kill.
Yeah, and it's probably changed a little bit more. Like, they've always been aggressive players, but it's probably gone up a level in the last couple of months since the whole scoring system changed. And, now you're only getting 10 points for first place. Kills are worth a hell of a lot more. So, it's very important that you can pick up a few kills along the way. And if you can manage to get 1 or 2 games a night with a big kill count, it makes a huge, huge difference to your overall scores.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's zoned the way it is, not to see more than one team in Yasnaya. I mean, Yasnaya is a big city that you could easily house one or two, one or two teams. But I only see the one team in there so far.
I think
A little
I
surprised to
think the
see that.
concern for people at the moment is they don't know that. Like they don't know there's only one team there. It's pretty late to rotate into Yaz. Yaz has been in the zone pretty much the whole time now. So, you know, from their point of view, they're probably thinking there's already 3 or 4 teams there. It could be a dangerous rotation. And you can see a lot of the teams, especially in that northeast corner, trying to hold on to the edge of zone. But what they don't realize is that there's 4 other teams trying to do the same thing. So instead of going to Yasnaya, where it's pretty much empty, they're all trying to stick away from there, and they're all ending up in the same positions.
Well, that's it. They are all literally right now in the northeast and the southwest corners. Everything, like, there's 2 teams in the middle. Everyone else is in that section besides for the our solo on team 16.
So as we say that, the zone does switch. So all of those teams now in the northeast and southwest are outside the zone. So they will all have to rotate in. This is where we're going to start seeing a lot of action. Zone 4 is starting to get much smaller now. We've got a lot of teams that have to rotate into these small circles. And we can see there is not a lot of compounds now inside that circle. There's not a lot of hard cover. So these rotations are going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, Team 19 already secured the hillside mansion. I'm not sure what you call that, but that's you know, they've already secured that area. They're sitting pretty up there. There's not much else.
It's not a bad compound to hold this one if you hold the buildings correctly. You've got a 360 view around the whole of you, and you do have a bit of elevated ground, so you are above these teams trying to rotate in to get you, and it can be a pretty good compound to try and hold. As we see Mango go down for realistic. Ace of Spades are trying to rotate, and you can see that Car's just taking 1,000 shots as they try to rotate to a safe position, which they cannot find right now. Mansion's already taken. Team 16 are in the mansion, and will have to move eventually. As we see Ella go down for realistic. Chinny trying to get to a spot where she can get the revive, which is not going to be easy. That they don't have a lot of cover there. That tree is not very big, so she has to worry about Team 19 popping up above her on that hill as well.
I see Team 7 just got the elimination. Mighty just got the elimination of the Beehive there on the end of the Maya.
Yeah, so that's Mighty. Yep, they're a very good team as well. So they've got 4 kills on the board, and all of a sudden we're down to 14 teams, 44 players remaining here. So we can see Mighty have a pretty good position here as well. It'll be interesting to see what the zone does. We can see My Clan, the Gas Fem team, rotating into the edge of Yasnaya right near Mighty here, as 1127 takes a lot of damage as she tries to get behind that wall there, but she's got to be careful of those angles. Those girls up on top of the police building may be able to get a view of her here through that window.
Yeah, you've got to be careful of that. You never. That's the, shall I say, quote unquote problem when you have these many people who are skilled players. All it takes is like a slight little angle, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, holding a window can be very, very tough. That zone shift is exactly what we expect. Who wants a final few zones with any compounds in them? That's what this game gives you. It gives you open ground in these final zones. It makes it very tough. You can see GoExia are the first team really in zone. They've got the choice of their locations at the moment, so they want to make that pretty quickly. Mighty Lady going down there for GoExia. She's going to be picked up. She's in a pretty safe position now behind that rock. They've got to be careful of Team 12, though, off to their right.
Now, rotation coming in from Team 16. They may show right up on top of the ladies down there to get that revive.
So Lady was picked up by Chapina, but instantly knocked again straight away. Team 12 have a dangerous position here and are now pushing here. GoExia, so Daddy pushes right up. She's got the rest of her team right behind her as they really push GoExia. GoExia probably didn't pick position that I thought they might have. They don't have a lot of cover there. They've got a little bit of a dip and a rock. As we see Sump get knocked by a beautiful grenade. Melly evening up the numbers, taking out Sump straight away. Goexia have all 4 players back up now and are sort of turning the tides here on Team 12. Chapina's going to rotate back across the road away from the fight, but the rest of our team's still here. It's a 2v3 now with Goexia. O'Daddy getting taken out. Chapina getting that position behind that rotation seemed pretty good. Ends up being pretty good for her there because she got an angle and got the knock on O'Daddy. So Team 12 now down to 1 player. And they are like vultures. They're all just pushing her now. And down goes Team 12 Nexus Valkyries. That was very well played there by Goexia. They were actually in a fair bit of trouble at the start.
Yeah, that off angle really proved it. You were able to see what's going on and be able to rotate around.
Yeah,
Team 16, Team 6, and Team 10 all hanging on the edge of that bank up there, right on the edge of zone. This is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, Kazakh Limerence do have the bank there keeping them safe, but they are also just outside the zone, so they're going to have to make their way towards these teams somehow. The best way to do that, obviously, is to take these teams out, but that's easier said than done as we see Natalia go down for Black Mamba. Nyx is trying to get out some smoke so she can hopefully get her up, but got to be careful. They've got a car as a bit of cover from behind. They've got 2 or 3 teams behind them as well, so they're not in the safest of positions here right now. As we see Lady for Goexia go down again.
I'm not sure if I'd really call anything a safe position at this point.
Yeah, this zone is very, very open actually. There's not a lot of hard cover at all. As we see Lady in a bit of trouble. Mayu trying to crawl through, but she gets taken out, so that's the end of Under Rain in 9th position. Leo Mary getting the job done. A couple of these rotations from Goexia have been crucial here late in this game. Mighty are trying to crawl their way into zone as well. They've got all 4 members up, 7 kills on the board, so they're still a pretty dangerous team at this stage. Any team who still has 4 members this late in the game is definitely a team to watch because, as we all know, numbers can mean a lot, especially in the late game.
And Leo Mary just went down to 2.
Yeah, she got taken out from behind. Barry coming in from Team 22 has been knocked, but they've been taken out as they try head into zone. Somehow Goexia are surviving all this carnage. They have lost 2 members, but their last 2 members make their way in a position inside the zone. Kazakh Limerence also make that rotation into zone. All of a sudden, we've dropped from 13 teams to 5 in a matter of 2 minutes.
44 players down to 11. I mean, it's that's what happens when you get this open zone with no cover. I mean, people just have no choice.
That's pretty much what happens in every game of Rose League. It becomes impossible at this stage of the game to catch every fight. You just can't do it. We're losing teams like they just drop like flies. We lose 7 or 8 teams in a matter of a minute. It's so hard to keep up with it, but you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. The action these girls bring is amazing. Kazakh Limerence are in a pretty dangerous spot here. They're actually spread themselves out quite nicely, which can be a good thing that they can get their view on pretty much every team at the moment. But of course, if one of those players get the knock, they're going to be pretty much impossible to save. As we see Mighty getting taken out there by Kazakh Limerence, who now have 10 kills on the board. And look like they may be the team to beat at this stage, as they've got all 4 members still up. And they're now just on, it looks like they are just on the hunt. Amaya taking a fair bit of damage there. She manages to get to a prone position and keep herself safe. Gets a bit of cover fire. Mel gets blown up from that vehicle from Lobkey. Yaz getting the knock on Leora.
When I see them taking the shots with that smoking vehicle, that could be trouble.
Sheesh, man. They are just hunting the teams now. They're just moving around. Team 16 are putting up a pretty good fight here. So are Goexia, but we're down to 3 teams remaining, and it's going to be tough to get this revive here for Maiku, so I'm not sure she's going to get out some smoke. She's going to go for that revive as we see Goexi get taken out in 3rd position. So it's going to be a 3v2 with Kazik Limerent, who have pretty much just hunted down teams in this last couple of minutes. And they are pushing right up on Team 16. Yaz has been picked up, so it's back to a 3v2. One Tap getting out some mollies, trying to burn her way through the smoke there. But Yaz has managed to heal up, so... And Team 16 sort of crawling down the hill, back to a little bit of cover here, but I'm not sure what they can do here. If they pull out a win here, it'll be amazing, because Kazik Limerents have hunted their way into a victory here. Yaz has gone down again. And there we go.
She was there.
Chicken dinner for Kazik Limerents. They played that final couple of zones really well, actually. They split up and they controlled the circle. Other teams found it pretty hard to move at that stage once they had an angle on pretty much all parts of the circle. So they're going to pick up the first chicken dinner of the night with 14 kills on the board. We've got Sleeping Forest in 2nd place with 4 kills. Go Exia will finish in 3rd place with 7 kills. We've got Black Tiger, Team 19, in 4th place with 4 kills, and Mighty rounding out the top 5 with 7 kills on the board. We'll take a quick look at the teams outside that top 5 just quickly for everyone watching, so you can get a quick glimpse on where your team may have finished. And we'll look at our top 3 players from that game. So Amai getting the final kill. Chapina is the best companion with 3 revives, and going all out was 1 tap, 5 kills, 910 damage. So that's our first game under your belt. Angry, how do you feel the action went there in game 1, and what are you expecting to see now for the rest of the night?
The action was amazing. Not gonna lie, the rotations were on point. These ladies are absolute lasers. Please, if you see me, have mercy. I do not play scrims, and I do not want to be totally embarrassed. So please have mercy. Come say hi instead.
As a content creator, you know, any content's good content, even if we are dying all the time, because that's the content I bring to people most. I like to say that most streamers have a how-to guide on how to play this game. I'm sort of a how-not-to guide. If you watch me and do the exact opposite, you'll do pretty well in this game. So, yeah, that's the end of game 1, guys. We're going to take a short break while we set up for game number 2. Make sure you share the stream out, guys. Chat is a fair bit lower than it is usually. We're usually up around the 50 plus viewer mark. We're a bit low tonight, so make sure you get all your friends in here. Support Rose League. Of course, we've got our very special guest, AngryHoser. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with game 2. This is Rose League, brought to you by AIO, Glitch Energy, Darth Odin, and of course, the Control Cuties. We'll be right back with game number 2.
go pop, pop, pop. What makes you think I'm not okay with that? I took my backpack off, ready to change the game and run the track. Y'all thinking I'ma fall off? I'm Thomas the Engine. 2 seconds, you get your rocks off. That's right, I said you're all soft. So I paint over the scene like I'm Bob Ross. I got weed songs, if you smoke good. I got peace songs, hope you ain't so hood that you can't kick it, get it, have a party. Oh shit, homie, don't hurt nobody. Let your knees drop while the beat rock. Need my scheme seem something like P-Rock. You gotta hit the G-spot, life's too short like an E-Rock. Live it, let your nerves shake while the earthquake. Do the bird like it's purple rain. Now say something stupid about girls and drinks and slur your words and sip on Chardonnay. Now roll some up. What you waiting for? Roll some up. Eyes low if you roll like us. So when I say so, everybody jump, jump. Jump. Hey, about to turn a dream to a million, but we don't chase cream, so we feed it to the children. Paint new faces on the canvas as I write classic poems like Sanskrit. Epic, 3 letters, don't forget it. Pronounce soul, but I got soul in excess. The next best to the best, but the best ain't rain yet. So I guess we all kings, yes. A rising tide will raise all boats, but if you throw stones, nobody floats. Negativity breeds nothing but ills. That's why I paint the perfect picture with the team that I build. Say cheese and pose like a G and some gold dookie ropes like Run DMC. Too many homies on my team, made a whole fucking album with my family. Yeah. If you love life, don't ever let it waste, y'all. That's why you gotta make love, make peace, make noise, make art. Let me get a soul clap. Can I get a soul clap? Let me get a soul clap. Can I get a soul clap? Soul clap for me.
Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
Yeah.
Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them
Snake, good. I try to tell him both. I try to tell him both. Let's get it. I got you on what? Yes. One time. My homies selling chronic when my partners pushing property. My DJ making it just so that he can rock me. Operating overtime, underappreciated. Damn, I feel the pain. Know that it's alleviated. Feel like I'm under a articles. So you see me pop up in little critical articles talking about who's the next to the best of beaming with that potential. Y'all pretending to like me is boosting my credentials. Had introductions with fancy, I've been acquainted with lavish and learning one in its
Right, we are back. Game number 2 here on Miramar. Don't forget to share the stream out, guys. Let's get chat nice and high. Not sure what's going on tonight. It's a little bit lower, a fair bit lower than normal, actually. So make sure you get all your friends in here. Support your teams. But we're back, game number 2 here on Miramar. So we're starting up in the northeast corner above Campo Militar, heading down in a southwesterly direction. We can see pretty much across the middle of the map there. So we got a fair few jump locations that are available to these teams. We're going to go straight over the top of Graveyard, over that southeast corner of Picardo, just out to the east and south of Chumacera, and we're going to finish on the island right above Minas del Sur. So let's see where these teams jump. Let's try get down with a little bit of early action. Looks like we're missing 2 teams in this third game. Team 20 hasn't showed up tonight, which is a little bit unlike them. But, you know, we have about 40 registrations every single month for Rose League, so not showing up to games can definitely hurt teams' positions and hurt them getting a slot next season. but I'm looking forward to the action. Bubbles, thank you so much for the dragon in chat. Much appreciated. Let's get into the action here. Game number 2 underway. We got AngryHoser joining me. I'm looking forward to the fights here. Game 1 was a little bit action-packed there at the end. We got a couple of teams down near Picado by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take some, you know, I expect it should be a good game, but it's going to take a fair bit now. You know, this is going to have to be a good game to keep up with what happened in Game 1. Game 1 was action-packed, and I got to say, if I'm a scrim player and this is the flight path I get, I'm pretty happy with it. I can pretty much hit anywhere on the flight path where I want to go with this type of flight path, so...
So where would you drop on Miramar usually? What's your favorite drop spots?
Well, as I will openly say again, I am not a scrim player. I am a content creator. My drop spot is either going to be Picado or San Martin.
Yep. So they would be 2 of my 3 drop spots as well. I also like going to El Pozo. I am, like I said, I play on 200 MS, so full out aggression is probably not my style of play because it just doesn't work for me. I've got to be a bit more tactical in the way I play with my MS. So, and I'm not that great of a player, to be honest with you. I like to play the game more to have fun. And that's why I sort of.
That's what it's, you know, the game's meant to be fun, right?
And that's why
so,
sort of casting is my niche, because it's sort of what I'm known for, and how I got noticed in the first place. Gameplay is not really where my niche is, even though I enjoy playing it and I play this game a hell of a lot, probably a lot more than I should. But we got Team 19 here in Los Leones, and they're not far away from Team 18, which is the Lakers Monarchy.
Now this is one of my least favorite spots on the map. I just seen a knock here somewhere. That was just a rotation, I think. One player got separated over by Picado. But yeah, Los Leones is one of my least favorite spots on the map. I can't deny that. In my personal opinion, too many angles and too many places for people to sit and hide and for lack of a better term, camp.
Yeah,
I don't think that this is gonna happen with these ladies, but
I'm actually right with you. I hate Los Leones because there is just way too many places to hide. It's too big. It's too spread out. It's not the sort of place I like to be. But unfortunately, with Miramar, we do see a lot of final zones around the Los Leones area, and you sort of can be forced to come here quite a bit late game. But yeah, I agree with you. It's not the sort of place I want to drop because there's so many places that people can hang out and just camp, and you just don't know when you're going to get shot or where you're going to get shot from. As we see Leo Mary go down for Go Exia, they're taking a fight with Team 8, which is Gas Fem, my clan. Nem, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Foot Clan. All right, so
yeah, that was a quick. They pushed over. And that was one of the members that had got eliminated earlier, I do believe.
Yeah, so Go Exia lost 2 players very early. They're going to try and move away now from Team 8, which is Gas Fem, who picked up 2 kills. Of course, Gas is the Grind All-Stars. It's the clan that I'm a part of. Run by my girlfriend Snacks, which is an amazing little clan. Just getting started sort of in the esports scene and with their own scrims and stuff. So
but yeah, so I noticed that, and as I've started to do more so recently, but I've noticed that the ladies carry very similar loadout to what you see a lot of the guys play, using the AR along with an SMG, you see very few people sniping unless it's a big, unless it's one of the big bolt actions, the AMR or the.
That is something I would like to see this game eventually fixed. I play a little bit with the Bushka and have had a fair few chats with him about this. But I personally believe that all AR damage should just completely drop off after 100 meters, 150 meters. The damage should just completely drop off and make bolt action snipers relevant again. Because that's one of my favorite things in this game to do. There's nothing more satisfying than a 350 meter headshot with a bolt action. But yeah, you do see it in esports. They like to carry the SMGs and the ARs. You might even see the AR with the DBS combination a fair bit. Not so much in Rose League, but in other scrims and stuff that I do, you definitely see that a lot. The DBS gets carried quite a bit now. But I'd definitely like to see this game do something to make the snipers a bit more relevant.
Well, on that same note, I do agree. I totally agree. But on that same note, if you're looking at you're decreasing the distance damage, I'll say on an AR, it would be nice to see them decrease the distance damage on the DBS, because that thing can shoot way too far for what it is.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually thought the DBS was getting a nerf last update, but it doesn't seem to have done much or prevented people from using it all the time. It's a very deadly weapon, especially up close. If you it's a hard weapon to beat 1v1 up close. But yeah, I agree. You can put a scope on it and pretty much snipe with it. So
yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't be, like, with the DBS, I mean, that should be a up close and personal gun. And I understand the one shot damage with a DBS when you're up close and personal, but it shouldn't be taking that much damage when you're getting 100, 50 or 100 yards out.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you. So I didn't ask you before. Where are you from, Angry? You sound Canadian. Am I wrong?
Well, you are not wrong. I am Canadian, but I am as far east in North America as you can go. There's a little tiny island off the coast of Canada that is the closest point to England, and that's where I am. The island that I live on is called Newfoundland, and it is the most easterly point of all North America.
I'll be honest, I thought you were from America, and then I heard you say out, and I'm like, no, he's Canadian.
Definitely. Definitely Canadian.
Alright, so we've got our teams now. A lot of teams in vehicles starting to make rotations. We haven't lost any teams from the start of this game just yet. A couple of players going down, but other than that, everyone is still in the game. 18 teams, 67 players. It's actually strange to have a couple of teams missing. We've, like I said to you before, we've got a lot of registrations for Rose League. Our top 5 teams each season get an automatic slot the next season, and then everyone else has to register, and we pretty much hand select the other 15 teams, so they know that missing games, not putting in videos and stuff like that can be detrimental for them getting a spot next season. So it's a little strange to have a couple of teams missing, but it doesn't diminish the action at all. These girls, absolute beasts, and this is sort of the reason I do Rose League, is that a lot of these girls are capable of playing these tier 1 events and the big events on the big teams. And I don't think the girls get the recognition they probably deserve when it comes to esports. Because a lot of these girls would be at home in some of those big teams with the guys, but I think that's the reason I do Rose League, is to give attention to these girls a little bit more. And
Team 18 just got knocked there from Team 6.
Yeah, so they're fighting with Kazakh Limerence, who now have a couple of players down as well. Lakers Monarchy and Kazakh Limerence. Kazakh Limerence, of course, were our winners in game number 1, so they won't want to go out early here and undo their hard work in game number 1. Lobkey moving over towards one of her knock teammates here to try and get the revive. She's got to be a little bit careful of Gas Femme up on the hill behind her as well. She's in a fair bit of trouble. She takes a fair bit of damage there from rocks up the hill from Gas Femme. And we see one tap is taken out of the game, so Gas Femme picking up a kill there for themselves. That means Kazakh Limerence are down to one player standing. That's Lovkey, and she is in between two teams, so she's between a rock and a hard place at the moment, with Lakers Monarchy on one side of her, Gas Femme on the high ground above her on the other side. So she's going to find it pretty tough to actually get out of this situation now.
Yeah, she's in a tough spot for sure. And you know other teams are taking note of who won that last game. And they're seeing this and they're saying, hey, you know, we recognize your name. We know who won last game. And you are not surviving this challenge to be able to come in and wreak havoc on this game.
So that's probably something you don't know. So the good thing about Rose League is that we have vague information on. So they're actually not getting names when they make a knock. They're not getting names. They don't know which team it is until the team is eliminated.
Gotcha. So they see player 1, player 2 type thing. Player
correct.
1, team 1.
Yes.
Gotcha. Oh, well, that's you know, fair enough.
We have
makes my point a little mute, but
so we get
good at the time.
I get tournament cards from PUBG Mobile. So we have full PMPL settings, no flares. Red zone switched off, zone turned up a little bit. Yeah, we have 2 times all the loot, and then we have things like auto aim switched off, muted footsteps. You can't have sound visualizations, and we've also got vague information all switched on like you would in a proper PMPL event. So
Team 12. Only 2 members up, and they look to be in a tough spot here. Oh,
they're against Under Rain too, who are one of our top 5 finishers from last season. So a very dangerous team. Big Daddy getting out of a bit of a defensive volley there, trying to stop the push up the staircase. Takes a lot of damage there from Gatina. She's going to get out of Molly on top of Gatina, but she's going to get pushed now, and down she goes. Team 12 get eliminated by Under Rain in 18th position. They'll actually be our first full team taken out of this game. And Under Rain start off the game the way they would have hoped, with 4 kills on the board. They didn't have a very good game in game 1, so they'll be looking to reverse that here in game 2, as we see Passion Fruit Team 3 taking on Black Tiger Team 19. Passion Fruit with a player down. They probably didn't have the game they wanted in game 1 either, and they are a very, very dangerous team. They are one of our teams to watch. Actually, last week with Irene Shell made the call 3 times with 13 teams remaining that Passion Fruit were in a position to win the game, and they did go on to win those games. So Irene Shell definitely knew what she was talking about in those situations. She just said by the zone and by the way the compounds they're holding at the moment, Passion Fruit are going to win this game. And there were still 13 teams left every single time, and she pretty much had a 100% record on that. So they're definitely a team to watch. They're very dangerous. They're very, very aggressive. So it's unusual to see them get taken out early like they did last game. And they'll be definitely looking to reverse that here in game 2. But Team 19 are trying to stop that happening. Right now, they've already got 1 knock on the board.
But the res is up now, both teams, because Tiger did have a team down as well. So both teams now getting the res and back in the back to full 4 side.
Yeah, so they're still a fair distance from each other. So both teams will be looking to get 1 or 2 knocks here before they really make a push. It looks like Passion Fruit, though, are not going to stick around. They're actually going to move back to the compound, get a bit of hard cover, and force Black Tiger to sort of move to them if they want to continue this fight, which is probably not a bad move. We got 17 teams, 60 players remaining. A lot of our teams a little bit spread out from each other now, but that's definitely going to change as these circles start to close up. We're about to see zone 3 as we got 20 seconds left.
Rain and Realistic is into a fight here now as well, over by Power Grid.
All right, so we'll switch over to realistic here. Team 14, under Rain, of course, have just finished a fight and taken out a team just a couple of minutes ago, so they're straight back into the action. Mango taking some damage here from Katina. She's also got two of the players from under Rain pushing up behind her. And there she goes. She goes down to Dosen. Pretty good rotation there from the under Rain girls surrounding Mango. The rest of Team 14 are not going to stick around to find out. Mango gets taken out of the game, which takes Team 14 down to 3 members remaining. They've pulled up in a safer location, but they've still got Team 17 just off to their left in that compound. Team 5 likely to go on the hunt here, but let's just see how they handle this. They obviously know Team 14 have now moved, but the way they rotated around Mango there, they're definitely looking for kills. They're not looking to play this game passively at all.
No, and like you said, the kill points really matter too, right? The more, like, having those less placement points and more for kill points really changes how people address how they address when they want to move and if they want to move type thing.
Well, that's totally it. Well, I can't remember the exact scoring system last time, but I'm pretty sure you got placement from 12th up. And you got 15 points, maybe a little bit more for first place. Now it's only 10 points for first. You're only getting points if you finish inside the top 8. So big kill counts can definitely count for a lot more now. You know, 10 kills is a win. So teams picking up 10 kills or more are basically picking up the same amount of points that a team that's winning's getting. It makes a huge difference, and I actually like the changes because it's made teams play a lot more aggressively. You don't see as many teams now holding on for placement points. They're actually out hunting kills, which is obviously good for us as casters. As we see Vanilla go down to Katina for Team 15 under Rain, picking up their 7th kill of the game. They're actually playing this game really well at the moment, looking very dangerous. As we see another player go down for Team 15 and quickly get thirsted, as we see Raid go down as well. So Team 15, Thirst Pink, are in a fair bit of trouble here. It looks like Alyssa is the last player standing, and she gets taken out from behind. So Thirst Pink will be taken out in 17th position. That second team eliminated. Go X here trying to put some shots on Under Rain from Picardo here. But Under Rain have started game 2 absolutely on fire. We've had 2 teams eliminated, and both teams have been eliminated by Under Rain. And kills on the board. So great start here to game 2 for them. Passion Fruit now are right next to Team 7, which is Mighty, 2 very aggressive teams. So I can imagine this fight is definitely going to go somewhere. It looks like Mighty are actually slowly pushing down the hill towards them. You can see Hulla trying to get out some grenades up that hill. Let's see what Mighty are going to do. It looks like they actually might be backing away from Passion Fruit here and changing positions.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, I mean, the placement points are worth less, but you still don't want to go out early and give up your chance at getting points, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. And
staying alive and getting those few placement points along with 1 or 2 extra kills makes a big difference in the standings.
And the longer you're in, the more kills you can get. So it works sort of a bit both ways. But I definitely have seen a change in aggression from a lot of teams in there, and that's across the board in all scrims that I do and all events that I cast at the moment. The aggression factor has changed a hell of a lot since the scoring system's changed, and I'm for it. I like the changes. Yeah, it's good to watch.
We have a fight between Team 21 and Team 19 right now.
Oh, well outside zone too.
Right on the edge of the zone. Yeah.
It's Team 21, Ixia Flora here. Look to be in a little bit of trouble. Mika is their last player standing. She's being surrounded right now by Team 19, who are about to pop up over that hill above her. Getting out some smokes to try and give herself a little bit of cover, but she's not in a great position here. Team 19 are just pushing her much closer. She takes a bit of damage inside that smoke, and she gets eliminated. Team 19 taking out Ixia Flora in 16th position, our third team eliminated for this game, and the Black Tigers will pick up 3 kills. Let's see. Let's go back to team 22. It looks like they have a player down. This is Athenia Esports. They are right next to my team, who have made the rotation right on top of them. They've also got Under Rain here as well. And Under Rain are just running through teams at the moment. Dosen getting a knock on one of the MIT players as well, taking on 2 teams at the moment. Down go
3 teams in this one compound.
Down goes 2 players from Under Rain though, so the aggression sort of working against them here. They do have 12 kills on the board, but they still don't want to go out in 15th position. Mayu trying to crawl back to Katina here so they can hopefully get a revive, but I don't think MIT are going to let that stand. I think MIT will be very aggressive here. They've also got to be a little bit careful of Athenia Esports, who are 2 buildings over. MIT holding the bottom of the cliff here, just a little bit of high ground on Under Rain. Under Rain was super aggressive there on both those teams, picking up a couple more kills, but unfortunately they did lose a couple of players, which now makes the rest of the game a little bit tougher for them. We've got a fight happening over the backside as well. Ace of Spades getting a couple of knocks on Team 19. Hulla from Passion Fruit also doing a bit of work, stealing one of those kills for Passion Fruit.
The zone is getting small. You don't realize sometimes how quick it moves when you're into the action.
Like I said, it is also switched up, so the zone speed is switched up to 1.1 like it is in comp, so not a bit faster than you would see in a classic match. But we just see Team 22 get eliminated by Team 7. Under Rain are going to back out of this situation while they can. But we just seen Team 22 getting eliminated there by MIT, who now have 3 kills on the board. And the action's starting to come in a bit thicker and faster now. We're down to 10 teams just like that.
Yeah, so we're 45 seconds away from the next zone close, and it's currently only 1 team in zone.
Yeah, go Exia. That team, and they are down to 2 players, so you know, being in the zone as early as possible for a team of 2 is probably very important here. Rotating with only 2 players left can be very, very dangerous. We're looking at Ace of Spades here, Team 9, who are also looking across the hill towards Team 16. They've got Team 3 right below them here, which is Passion Fruit Fam. Under Rain are also getting into the zone. They're not far away from Goexia. They've got to be a little bit careful of that position that they're in, because Goexia are actually right behind them. Just a little bit of high ground protecting them at the moment. MIT have now pulled up on Under Rain, so we're about to see another fight as we see Hulla go down for Passion Fruit, and she gets taken out of the game. MIT are right on top of Under Rain here. We're going to see a molly come out from Shiki straight onto Katina, who jumps out the window, saving herself there. She gets back into another building.
The action's getting pretty intense here now. Everyone's pushing in. Everyone's trying to hold the edge of zone, but you know, there's only so many buildings, and it's going to be tight.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to make rotations this late in the game. Yulin going down for MIT. We got shots going off everywhere behind us as well. We're down to 8 teams, where teams are dropping like flies now. Only 1 team currently inside this new zone, which is Passion Fruit Fem. Definitely not a team you want to give good position to. So team's going to be a little bit careful of them. They've got 5 kills on the board, 3 players still remaining, but MIT and Under Rain still going at it. Feng Zai getting picked up here by Shiki as Under Rain make the push. Mayu goes down to Cheng, who was hiding behind that vehicle. She gets thirsted pretty quickly. Cheng doing a great job of protecting her teammates there. And Katina gets taken out from a grenade coming in from Black Mamba, Team 10. cleaning up the scraps there. They are now going to take the fight with Mighty, who haven't even had time to heal up from their fight with Under Rain. Black Mamba are just pushing in. 4 kills on the board for them.
Players remaining now. This is a chance for them to get in and get some kills.
Cheeky getting knocked. Chen going down. Feng's Eye now the last one up for Mighty as they're pushed by Black Mamba, and bam! Black Mamba take them out in 7th position. Black Mamba now need to heal up and rotate to zone as quickly as possible. We are in zone 6, so this blue zone plays a major factor now. It chunks away team's health. You don't want to get caught by it.
No, zone is coming, and shots are raining in from Passion Fruit.
That's the advantage they have of getting that zone early and getting their position early. They've got a nice little dip here protecting them. They get a knock on one of the players from Black Mamba. We're down to 4 teams just like that. We've lost 12 teams in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes again in this game.
Yeah, I do believe Black Mamba's about to go out as well.
Black Mamba in a bit of trouble as we see Kira go down for the Sleeping Forest team 16. Gas Fem doing a pretty good job here. They're looking to get a revive on 11:27, but I got 4 kills on the board. Proud of my girls from Gas Fem, who are a new team in Rose League this season, playing under, of course, my clan. We got Passion Fruit with 8 kills on the board. Chiwi's getting a little bit of extra loot from the drop here, but all of a sudden we're down to 3 teams. We've got Sleeping Forest, Gas Fem, and Passion Fruit Fem.
They're rotating now. They're getting the edge of the zone, leaving one player back behind just to have the angles.
Yeah, they've got a very good position here. They're going to be tough to beat from this spot, especially with 3 players still up. Sleeping Forest probably won't have time to get Kira up, or they're going to give it a try. They got to be pretty quick though. Blue Zone's moving in behind them, so she may have time. She does get the revive, but Kira's going to have to heal on the move here.
Gas Fem, I think, is going to be in a tough spot. They're coming in from that edge of zone, and they have 0 coming.
Yeah, we see Rival go down for Passion Fruit, and 11:27 get taken out for Gas Fem. Rox is trying to hide here behind the bush. Taro pushing up.
That was a double grenade.
Towards her, yeah. Sleeping Forest doing a fair bit of damage to Passion Fruit here. It's actually helping Gas Fem. Gas Fem were in a bad position rotation-wise because of Passion Fruit, but Passion Fruit have taken a lot of damage from the other side from Sleeping Forest, which has helped Rox come in unnoticed.
And they don't even realize that Rox is there.
But she gets taken out by Miku from the side, so Gas Fem will be out in 3rd position. We're down now to a 2v1, so the game's sort of been turned around on Passion Fruit here in a matter of seconds. Sleeping Forest pushing Taro. Taro takes a lot of damage there from Akane. Trying to hide out in that smoke as best as she can, but she's going to get taken out, and Sleeping Forest are going to get the chicken dinner here in game 2 with 5 kills on the board. Passion Fruit will finish in 2nd spot with 10 kills. We've got Gas Fem in 3rd position with 4 kills. Black Mamba will finish in 4th position with 8 kills. And Ace of Spades rounding out the top 5 with 2 kills on the board. Let's just take a quick scroll through and look at the teams outside that top 5 for everyone watching at home. And then we'll look at our top 3 players from that game. So Miku getting the final kill. Shiki, the best companion, 3 revives, 1 assist. And Katina going all out, 6 kills, 1,014 damage. Well, game 2 is now finished. What did you think of the action there in game 2? And what are you expecting to see on our next map for Kendi?
Well, if the action continues anything like it has been, it is going to be hot and heavy. I like the fact this map, they got a great flight path in the beginning this time. They were able to go left, right, spread it, basically wherever they want. everyone lewd up and be ready for the fight. And when the action started, it hit hot and heavy, and these girls did not disappoint.
Yeah, these girls now rarely disappoint. It is action-packed Rose League. A little surprised with the viewership tonight. It is down. I'm not sure if there's any other events going on or something going on happening tonight, but these girls are action-packed. They love Rose League. They play. A lot of these female leagues now run every night of the week, so they're playing a different female league every single night. They know each other well. They know each other's rotations and their landing spots. And when they take a fight, they usually stick with the fight until the team is eliminated. The only way that sometimes changes is when a team gets down to one. They'll try back out and keep their team alive. But other than that, it's just all-out action, especially once we get down to those final couple of zones, zone 5 onwards. It's just carnage. You go from having 13, 14 teams to having 4 teams in a matter of 2 minutes, and it's really hard to make a rotation in that situation. You just don't know where to go. Like, you move one direction, you get taken out by one team.
These last couple of zones that we had in the, the final couple circles, there was no cover. You had no houses, there was no shacks, there was nothing. You had like a rock and a tree and whatever cover you brought with you and in your car, and that's it.
Yep, that's we see that a lot. I don't know if it happens as much in classic. Well, it does happen in classic matches, probably not as much as what it does in comp matches, but there's not a lot of urban finishes. It's usually open territory, and you've got to find the best, trees, rocks, hills that you can find early, because they're going to get taken pretty quickly. And other than that, it's just open ground, and it's so hard to survive in that situation, especially when you've got the angles that these teams get. You can have 4 or 5 teams looking at you at once. You know what I mean? It's impossible to escape a situation like that. So I'm interested to see what happens in Vikendi. Vikendi can be a little bit different. We sometimes see a lot more action early on in Vikendi, so I'm excited for that. We're going to take a quick little break, guys. We'll be right back with game number 3. This is Rose League, brought to you by AIO, Glitch Energy, Dart Odin, Control Cuties, and of course Channel Shredder. We'll be right back with game 3 on Vikendi.
did some things in the past, I gotta repent it. But no man's perfect, that's why I'm still alive. To keep reflecting, to keep this car and driving.
I'm hoping I won't let you go. I left my heart in the city. But soon enough I'll hold you close. It's alright, yeah. I'm hoping I won't let you go. I left my heart in the city. But soon enough I'll hold you close. It's alright.
Yeah. I woke up with another siren in my mind. I can't decide if I was dreaming or alive. There's something circling the water where I'm swimming. Smoking weed is telling me the demon isn't winning. But girl, I'ma tell you what's next. I could play the role filler if you really want that. I could be the one that you're gonna want back. Even if I read into it deep, I got the combat ready on lock for you. I'm watching all the clocks, but the talk of the ticking hand stop for you. I'll write the plot for you, but won't implement an ending. My eyes are realizing what I'm witnessing is tempting, but let me recollect myself first. My lids are dropping low like that DG self-worth. I'm only under 20, gotta learn how health works. Maybe when I do, then she'll cast me. I could play the role, cinematic and she know, she could probably cast whoever, but give me the lead and we'll last together. I could play the role, cinematic and she know, she could probably cast whoever, but give me the lead and we'll last together.
Yeah. Trust issue she got, only sipping Ciroc. Spent more than she made, now she doesn't like what she bought. Stressing over the luxurious things, but all the diamonds in the world doesn't make up a queen. Call me 19 times tonight, don't tell me you're fine. You got a beautiful smile, what a perfect disguise. Said you gotta pay rent and the money ain't on time, and your man just left and leave a dollar sign. Well, you know I got it, I'm on it on what you need. You say your life is a movie, I guess you're needing a lead. Now I can play the part, steal your heart, wait and you'll see. So tell me girl, who finna fit the part better than me? Lois Lane, I'm your Superman, promise I'm the better man. Hand in hand together, we're better than anybody, and things happen is the only way to word it. Nothing's made perfect, every moment make it worth it.
I could play the role,
yeah.
Cinematic and she know,
Ivan B.
She could probably cast whoever, but give me the lead and we'll last together. I could play the role, cinematic and she know, she could probably cast whoever, but give me the lead and we'll last together. Yeah. So take me somewhere cool, places only we know. Gotta get my time before she call him Tarantino, and end up in the theater on a screen in the casino in a 007 scene like Holy Toledo. Am I dreaming or not? I need a totem just to show him that I'm real. Come on, now I know that you're thinking about us both, and wherever it goes, I'll be ready on my toes. Yeah.
celebration, baby, if you wanna spit a bottle with me, we could wrestle in our clothes. Laugh until our stomachs look like 8-pack muscles. It's a celebration, baby, if you wanna spit a bottle with me, we could wrestle in our clothes. Laugh until our stomachs look like 8-pack muscles. And we'll party like we're 17.
All right, we are back for game number 3 here on Vikendi. We've seen a couple of very action-packed games so far here. Once again, guys, make sure to share out the stream. Our viewership is probably less than half of what it usually is, guys, so I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but make sure to share the stream out, get your friends in here, support your teams. And make sure to all go over and give AngryHoser a follow on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. He is joining us tonight as our special guest co-caster. We've got a lot of special guests coming over the next few weeks as we celebrate 5 years of Rose League. We've also got a lot of UC giveaways coming over the next few weeks as well, so stay tuned for that. But here we go. We've got a flight path which is actually a little bit ugly here on Vikendi, which is quite normal. We're starting off just to the southwest of Hot Springs, Cantra. We're heading up in a northeasterly direction just south of Volnova, over the top of the Abbey and Dino Park, over the northern part of Movatra, and we're going to finish in the water northwest of Vihar. So let's see where these teams jump. Let's try get down with a little bit of early action, but a lot of these northern areas are out of jump range here, so it'll be interesting to see where these teams jump. Where would you be going here on this flight path, Angry?
This flight path, I mean, like, generally for me, I head towards Villa, Goroka, or probably Winery is where I would end up on this flight path. But again, I'm looking at it from a classic standpoint, not from a scrim standpoint. I totally agree. This is probably one of the worst possible flight paths they could have gotten for this map.
Oh, wait till we get a zone. 9 times out of 10 on Vikendi, we get a lot of these ugly zones that are like 40% water at the start of a game. It's really strange, but we'll have to see how that pans out for us. We got Team 11 and Team 5 going at it straight away in the Villa.
We've also got Team 15, 19, and 21 down by Milnar going at it.
So a couple of little fights early, which is what I predicted at the end of last game. Vikendi can be a little bit like that. We see a few little battles early. A lot of teams have been having the same drop locations on Vikendi.
Well, and the flight path on this one really didn't help.
It definitely did not.
It was so narrow. You can only get approximately, halfway up.
And the zone is actually somewhere where teams really couldn't get to, and like I said, it's 40% water. So that happens quite a bit on Vikendi. We get these water zones that take up a lot of the zone, and it actually makes it a little bit tougher because it gives less territory for these teams to actually move into, and they get dragged closer together a lot earlier than in other maps, and it can cause a lot of fights. I've even seen finishes that are total water on Vikendi in competition games, so it can be pretty tough, especially when you've got a flight path that was right down south, and now the zone's right up north. It's very strange.
And yes, Team 19 eliminated Team 15, I believe that was.
Yeah, so we've still got 3 teams here as well. Team 22 are above Team 19, putting them under a little bit of pressure. And we've also got Team 21 down a little bit further down the hill. tough situation as we see Zay go down for control. So that fight in Villa popping off again. Control, team 11 are actually down to one player remaining. That's Madeline. She has decided, no, I am exiting stage left here from Villa. I'm not hanging around. I'm going to keep my team in the game just a little bit longer. And she moves away from Villa, leaving under Rain to control the Villa now with 3 kills on the board already. That were very aggressive in last game and picked up a fairly big kill count. Looks like they're off to the same sort of start here in game 3. We'll switch back to team 19, who are in between 2 teams at the moment. They've got 4 kills on the board already, as you called before, already eliminating team 15. So
there was something going on there. I believe Mighty might have just lost another player to the Lakers as well. I just seen something glowing up on my screen, and it looks like Beehive is pushing team 4, which is
Goexia.
Goexia. Oh.
Yep, so you can see Beehive taking some shots at Goexia here. Goexia returning fire from the cliff tops.
Yeah, they, so I believe, Beehive had gotten a knock on Goexia just now, and then they started to rotate and push over. So.
Yeah, Goexia managed to get that revive, and they are slowly pushing closer to Beehive here through the winding tunnels in between the cliffs there. Beehive are starting to surround them though. Mel takes a lot of damage there from Peach as she comes around the corner, so she has to crawl back and get a little bit of safety so she can heal up again. But Beehive have sort of got some good angles here.
They do indeed. They have two close and one off in the distance. So I believe their other member.
Yeah, she's right behind them. She's right back at North 50 in the compound.
She may be AFK. She's just leaned against a rock now. Looking towards oh, he's back now.
Oh, those first 2 games could have been just very tiring. She might be having a bit of a nap before she gets into the action of game 3. We've got team 22, which is Athenia Esports, just rotating straight between these 2 teams without a care in the world.
That was not what they were expecting when they drove up that street. I guarantee you that they were not expecting to have that number of people shooting at them at the same time.
And it
all
looks
of a
like
sudden,
Mergasita
it became the enemy of my. What is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
So Mergasita has come to life again. Finished her little nap. She's looking at Goexia from the distance as we see Peach getting taken out. We see Kazik Limerith also rotating straight between these guys. Looks
this
like
is a popular rotation.
looks like Goexia. Oh, they didn't pick up a kill. I think Kazik Limerith might have stolen that kill on their way past, driving past and cleaning up one of the Beehive players. Peach was finished off, so Kazik Limerith definitely picked up that kill after Goexia got the knock. And it looks like
there is a knock over in. Where is that? It's over past Hot Springs.
Oh, out on the southeast coast there. Team 14, Realistic, going at it with team, is that team 18? No, team 9, Ace of Spades. We see Chinny go down to Courtney there. Nova goes down for Ace of Spades. Grip goes down to Julia. And Ella getting lasered there by Cherry. Just the turn and shoot was amazing. Cherry was getting shot first and just snapped around onto Ella there and just took her down.
Mango here trying to decide now whether to push in or fall back, and I believe it looks like fall back may be the option.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd be pushing in with that vehicle, that's for sure.
No, I don't think I would either, especially if you're trying to survive. But the thought process was there. They turned to go back a little bit twice, and then also and then turn back towards the vehicle twice. But the second time they turned back towards the vehicle.
I'm gonna switch up to team 16. I'll let you call it for 1 second. I got someone knocking at my door, so I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries. Well, like I said, Mango is out of there, so I will follow you up. They are up by Zabava. Just they a few teams rotating near, but looks like most of the action right now is going to be over in the port area, with 4 teams all within grenade distance of each other. So as soon as Shredder gets back, I'm sure we'll be heading that way. One team is rotating by, Team 12 is rotating by Team 16 here, but I don't think they're going to be stopping. It doesn't appear to be anyway. We do have some action going on over in port, like I said. One team knocked 4 teams over there, and it looks like Team 16 may be heading that way. They're hearing those shots. So Miku now with the overview down in the port, not realizing how many teams are actually down there. There are a bunch of teams, and here comes Team 12 as well into the mix. There is a lot of action going on over at the port right now. So Sleeping Forest now rotating in to try to get some positions to see if they can get an angle on any of these shots. They're hearing all kinds of shots, trying to see if they can get down to see anything. Well, that is Nexus Valkyries getting a knock on Miko. They are on the res right away, which will help a lot. But as I said, there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the area of the port right now. 6 teams in the area of the port. And seems like more coming in as or rotating through at a minimum.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had a plumber just rock up to fix my sink, so...
No worries. So up in the port area now, which is actually where you are anyway, there are currently 6 teams here right now.
Yeah, battling it out, that's for sure.
So, yeah, you at least you chose the right time to go AFK, because Miko followed right up to all the shots that she was hearing, and there was lots of action to be seen, so...
Alright, so we got Kazakh Limerence down near Team 22 at the moment. Team 22, also Passion Fruiter here. We've got Lakers Monarchy here as well. Wow, action packed down at the port, that's for sure.
Yep, there must have been a hot shipment come in, and everyone's trying to get it off the boat before it gets.
Yeah, I think they all had budget tickets for their cruise liner, and they're just waiting for it to dock now so they can all get aboard.
It must be something like that, because I tell you, I don't know I've ever seen the port this active.
All right, so we've got Team 16, Kira, taking a fair bit of damage there from GoExia, who are just driving past, shooting the hell out of Team 22 there. They're going to now pull up on Passion Fruit Fem. As we see Hulla get taken down and instantly thirsted. Rival now in a bit of trouble. She's the last one up for Passion Fruit. She's getting out a bunch of smokes and grenades defensively here, hiding in the bathroom. Not sure she'll be able to survive this very long. Leo Mary has been knocked though.
She threw a grenade on herself.
Oh, she gets taken out. She takes herself out of the game. So not giving up the kill to GoExia there.
Bounce it off the, I think she tried to bounce it off the door. Maybe it was a self-kill. Hard to say there. I thought for sure that she was trying to bounce it out. But I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, it might have been just not giving the team the extra kill.
Hey, welcome in, Steve-O. Welcome in, Knox. Thanks for being here. Much appreciated. So we've got GoExia now just getting some, rejuvenating some health and getting some boosts in now. They've got 1 kill on the board. Team 22 are just off to their right at the port.
And we still have 4 teams in port.
Yeah, and we're about to see our circle close up again, so these teams are going to get dragged even closer together. We're still holding a fair bit of water in this zone too, which is giving less territory for these teams to fight over, which is probably why we're seeing so many teams in this location right now.
That makes a lot of sense.
We've got a player down for Kazakh Limerence. All right, Leora knocked on the coastline there near the water. We've got Lakers Monarchy right next to Goexia. Kazakh Limerence are a little bit...
Ace is also pushing in on the last member of Realistic here, Mango.
All right, let's go take a look at that. Ace of Spades right on top of Mango. Oh, they pushed up the stairs. 4v1. She had no chance there. You can get one or two knocks, but the likeliness of taking out 4 people as they all push together is very, very rare. Most of the time when you see a squad wipe, it's because the squad decides to push individually, one at a time, and that's when you start to see, you know, one person get a chance against 4 people. When it's like that though, and you're on a staircase and you've got 4 people rushing up the stairs all at once, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen that happen often. The only way you're getting that is if you have a grenade primed perfectly, and you're probably still dying with them, but you throw it just as they come up the stairs, and you get them all on the one grenade.
Oh yeah, and you got to be very lucky to do that. The only other chance I can really see in that situation is a DBS. DBS can be known to knock 2 people at once, so a couple of good shots with a DBS could have got the job done maybe, but it's a very tough situation to be in. 9 times out of 10 you're not getting out of that.
And the caliber of these players that are pushing, you know, are top-notch players too, right? Like you're not, you know, this is not the random players that you run into while you're playing classics that barely know how to hold the gun, don't know which way's left, which way's right.
Oh, that's it. It's not Shredder and his squad pushing you, and you've got a chance of taking all 4 of us out. It's these are pro players.
I'm probably part of that squad, so you know it's okay.
We have to actually get some games in together one day. When you sent me your ID and said add you, I didn't even realize I already had you on my friends list.
Oh. Yeah, that was probably from before, but no worries. It's all good. I didn't did either. I recently went through and cleaned up a lot of people, but I guess you made the cut, so congratulations.
I feel honored. I feel honored. I did the same thing actually. I deleted over 100 people on my friends list recently, so
it's you know, that's now, and I mean, I guess I understand it or whatever, but you know, I don't quite understand why there's a limit on how many friends you can have. If I want to have 700 friends, let me have 700.
Yeah, I sort of agree with that. It sometimes gets a little bit confusing, people changing their names and stuff, and you don't know who they are, and
so you mustn't use the I generally always use the, especially if I know someone changed their name fairly frequently, I always like to put in their nickname where that it always stays there regardless of how many times they change their name.
Yeah, I don't use that at all, to be honest. But the only people I keep usually, well, if someone hasn't been active for ages, I'll delete them, or if I haven't played with someone in a long time, that's usually how I decide who I delete. I always keep all the PUBG mobile partners. I have like 90% of them on my friends list now, so I keep all of them. I keep everyone from my clan usually, and just go from there. Devo, thanks for the horn. Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so Goexia are in the middle of 2 teams here. You can see them sort of looking in both directions, making sure they're covering behind them as well.
Now Ace is going to come in and be their, it's going to be their friend, I think, because they're coming up behind Lakers.
Yeah, right behind the Lakers Monarchy. I'm a big fan of the Lakers Monarchy just for the name of the team. I'm a Lakers fan in the NBA, so Big fan of the team name, that's for sure.
Looks like one of the team members just went down somewhere. Oh, there it is. That's right on the bottom of the circle. Team 17. That is 17, and they're back.
Oh, yep. So we got Team 13, Beehive, with a player down. They're fighting with Team 17, which is the Synergetic Girls. And just as we switch over there, Black Tigers come in and third party and take out Team 17. They're going to continue this fight, though, I think, as we see one of the Black Tigers get taken out from behind. That's Nemesis getting taken out. Dan trying to get out Smokes to cover her here so they can get the revive. GG not far away from Nemesis trying to get the revive, but we've got Sleeping Forest moving up from behind them as well, and they've got Team 13 down below them, so sort of getting sandwiched here. They got to be a little bit careful. Ashiki getting a knock on Julia, then Ashiki going down to Nova, so a couple of other knocks in the kill feed as well.
Yeah, it's getting pretty tight here now. As Zone finally, how shall I say, was nice and came back to about 99% land. So not a lot of teams gonna have to rotate here this time around.
And it is also now Zone 5, so the blue zone starts to play a major factor in the game now as well. Probably the biggest killer in the game, the only enemy that you cannot defeat, has a 1.75 million KD. Does not get taken out, and from Zone 5 on, it chunks away your health. Revives become impossible in the blue, so this is where the blue zone starts to play a big factor, and you have to get into this circle as early as possible. And that's a lot easier said than done, although on Vikendi you can find a lot more cover in these open spaces due to just the hilly nature and all the rocks and trees around. You can find a little bit more cover here on Vikendi.
Yep, no, I totally agree. We do have Ace, which are rotating in right next to the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers sort of holding the edge of zone here, maybe in a gatekeeping sort of situation. Ace of Spades look to have vehicles though, and not just taking the straight in route here. Looking for a gap in between Under Rain and the Lakers Monarchy. Under Rain just off to their left. Courtney's got to be a little bit careful.
Making a run across the open field, trying to get into cover, and does find some cover next to that tractor.
So Courtney's pulled up right below Under Rain. Ace of Spades are pulled up right on top of them here. Under Rain are, as we've seen in the first couple of games, very dangerous team. So Ace of Spades have got to play this very, very smart here. They do get zone again as the zone shifts. They've all got the edge of zone here. These Ocean take a fair bit of damage. Courtney gets knocked from Mayu. Katina going down to Nova. So Ace of Spades and Under Rain trading knocks here. Nova getting out some smokes as they get the revive on Courtney. 5 kills on the board here for Ace of Spades.
And looks like they're gone for the res.
Yeah, Ace are trying to
They
get
are on the
Katina
res
up.
right now. Team 5 on the res.
Yep, they get Katina up, so back to 4 players versus 4v4 here with Ace of Spades, who are down the bottom of the hill, which can be a bit of a disadvantage.
They're pushing heavy.
They're holding the bottom of the hill, a bit of a disadvantage here. Nova and Julia being knocked straight away. Courtney goes down as well. Ace of Spades now in big, big trouble. Cherry gets DBS to the face, and bam! Ace of Spades eliminated just like that. What a great push by Under Rain. Great teamwork, all pushing together. Very aggressive, but it worked out for him.
That looked like Ace was in a good spot there, or, you know, had some good angles, had a couple of vehicles. And just like that, that's how quick your fortunes can turn here.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you've got a team right above you like that, they've got a pretty good advantage of having that high ground, and they can shoot down on top of you. It's pretty hard to get out of that situation. The Ace of Spades were in there.
On the bottom of the zone there, Team 19, Team 16, and Team
21
are right on top of each other.
Yeah, we see a lot of knocks here for the Black Tigers. They're actually got one player who's just been finished off, one who gets knocked, and the other two players very, very low on health. We got Dan, who's just healed up. They got a couple of players in a bit of trouble here as Team 21, Ixia Flora, push in from behind. Team 16 are also here though, so they can't drop their guard at all, as we see Zai go down there to Kane. 5 kills on the board here for Sleeping Forest, who I believe were our winners in game 2.
You also got Kaz coming in, from the where are we to here? From the west.
Yeah, Lofty
They're
getting the
slowly
knock
moving up
on
towards
Leo
that hill.
Mary.
I'm not sure if they're going to move up, but they are moving that direction. So I mean, if you move it too far behind, you can end up in trouble. Just like that.
Oh, Nemesis getting knocked for the Black Tigers.
That was from Kaz down below.
Yeah, I don't think they can push up as aggressively as they like to, because they've got GoX here off to their left, who they were in a bit of a fight with as well. So that could be saving Team 19 and Team 16 here at the moment from having another team rock up on them. SF going down. Hero going down for Team 16. So Black Tigers still putting up a good fight, even with a player down. Dan pushing in with the DBS in hand inside that building. Bam! Straight to the face, getting another knock with that DBS. Oh, but unfortunately, having to switch guns and getting taken out. But Dan put up a fantastic fight with that DBS there. God, that DBS.
That was a fight.
God, that DBS can even up numbers so quickly.
I believe.
But Team 16 are not getting a rest here, because Team 21 are now pushing them. We've got another fight going off down the hill.
Get 2 reses out of this, though. Because they were down to 1 member.
Yeah, they needed to get those 2 reses too. They got absolutely annihilated by that DBS.
I hate hearing that gun, I can't lie. As I'm pushing into a building that's the worst town in the world.
AngryHoser sounds like he's got a little bit of PTSD coming from that DBS.
I've had many a nightmare from that thing.
Next he goes down for Team 21, but they're still pushing strong here on Team 16. Mika taking a lot of grenade damage. See one of the players from Sleeping Forest using the MK as their auto weapon, which is something I like to do as well. It's a very good up-close weapon. Kane going down, SF now the last player standing, and she gets taken out, so that's the end of Sleeping Forest. Taken out by Kazik Limerence down the hill, and all of a sudden we're down to 3 teams. Go Exia, we've got Under Rain, and we've got Kazik Limerence. Under Rain down to 1 player remaining. They've got 12 kills on the board. This is the 3rd game now. They've had more than 10 kills, so they're having a pretty good night kill-wise.
Yep, they're definitely putting in some work there.
Go Exia are holding sort of a middle ground here between both the teams. They're probably lucky Under Rain doesn't have more members at the moment, so it can't really put them under a lot of pressure. Kazik Limerence have got 2 members left.
4 strong. They've got a solo behind them and a duo in front of them. But they do have to move in the zone. It's just a matter of what Under Rain is going to do here now when they move up.
Yeah, it's
and I think they know someone's there because they keep watching back in that area.
One tap, just looking, being very cautious here for Kazik Limerence. GoX here are a very good team, so they're not going to be an easy team to take out.
There you go.
There we go, Under Rain taken out in 3rd by Leo Mary from GoX here. So it's now a 4v2, so a tough situation for Kazik Limerence. What can they pull out here? Molly's coming out from one tap trying to... And one tap just gets rushed with that DBS from Lady. Gets taken down. So Lofty now the last one standing, and she gets taken out by Mel. Great final couple of circles there for Go Exia, and they get the chicken dinner with 10 kills on the board. Kazakh Limerence will finish in second with 8 kills. Under Rain in third with 12 kills. We've got Sleeping Forest in fourth place with 8 kills, and Ixia Flora rounding out the top 5 with 3 kills on the board. Let's take a quick look at the teams outside that top 5, just for everyone watching at home.
That was quite a finish.
It never ceases to amaze me the way these girls play, and just how smart they are sometimes with their positioning and their rotations. And they had a big advantage there being a 4v1 and a 4v2, but they didn't sit back and wait. They still pushed the teams and tried to, make it harder for them to get a positional advantage. They just pushed and were very aggressive and ended up getting the job done. We can see our top 3 players from that game. Mel getting the final kill. James is the best companion with 4 revives, 2 assists. And going all out was Mayu from Under Rain, 6 kills, 799 damage. But like you said, great couple of final circles there, especially from Goexia, who held a pretty good position inside the zone pretty much the whole time, and then just let numbers do the work in the end.
Yep, that's it. Numbers count. Having bodies can give you angles. Having angles mean everything in this game.
Exactly right. And like I said, when you're getting pushed there in a 4v2 situation and someone's coming at you with a DBS, there's not a lot you can do. You've got to get that knock pretty quickly, because if you get shot once, you're going down. That DBS doesn't mess around. But we'll take a short little break now, and we'll be right back with our 4th game on Sandhawk. This is Rose League, brought to you by AIO, Glitch Energy, Darth Odin, Control Duties, and of course, Channel Shredder.
Cheers to the weekend. If it falls short of my dreams, here's to the deep end. Look, boy, you ain't gotta wear your heart on your sleeve, just away by sea. This is your life, this is your goddamn right. Try and live a little first, gotta remember how to breathe. My women, I ain't even gotta preach the code. You a star in a flick by itself. I'm just praying that you keep the road. Gotta focus, work a system. Got a reason why white words of wisdom. My mother and that lover, and she the reason why white perfect is. When will I know now? Just give me a sign. I sing from my soul now to free up my mind. My heart's like a boulder, and it won't go away. I'm so much more older, and I just set my pace, no wasting my days. Yeah. I told Jimmy, I told him I had to talk on this track. Like, I know a lot of rappers talking shit on the track, but I just feel like I had to talk. Like, you don't understand. I feel like I'm constantly put in this fucking box with all these motherfuckers who use that shit in vain, man. And by that shit, I mean hip hop, dog. Like, don't fucking put me in the box. It's so hard to explain, man. Been doing this shit for not as long as a lot of other motherfuckers been doing this, man, but I've been doing this shit for a while. And I think that shows. I mean, you find continuity in my music. You find passion in everything I say. Or at least I hope that's how y'all feel. And I got a lot of people riding with me now, man. I got friends, I
swelled. I wrote down all of withheld, but I regret what I spilled. See, everybody has a story, believe no story to tell. I'm drifting, living, giving everything I got for a message to the girl at the bar, trying to forget what she felt. How another round of shots will never swallow the guilt. That no cow will bring you happiness, you find that yourself. Writing these phrases and lines for that one kid who's behind, who's been taking orders while customers have been waiting in line. Taking shit from his boss, but he thinks he's doing just fine. Don't you think your life is more than just some dollars and fries? Every single person I know could be so much more than a check, so much more than a grade, so much more than a test. I stress, been trying to run with the best. I feel the weight on my chest, school got me going in debt. Don't wanna live to exist, and yet I'm torn to write what's real and what sells. Now it's about the beat, but not the story it entails. And I'm done with all the doubts and trying to be the biggest figure. In this life it's more than me, that's why it's called the bigger picture. To every blog, network, label, don't believe in my endeavor. The day you want a handshake, I'll be glad to give a finger. But it's love to anybody who doubts me. I got my team, we stand proudly. Myself is what I've been finding, left all my demons behind me. Change the world like the climate, if there's a way I'ma find it. It's up to you to stand by it, I'll be the voice for the silent. Get your dream, hold your breath and just jump. It's your life, you got one, so don't be scared what's to come. Not many realize what the value of a moment is. The value of your breath is what you think it is. And I can feel it every second, I know that it's getting closer. Every night is getting hotter, so my mind keeps rolling over. I'm over just being patient and just blaming everything. Lately losing sight of who I truly wanna be. Or is it my heart is showing what I really wanna see? See, I don't know if it's me that's talking or if it's just a fatigue. Or maybe I've been losing my mind right now. Tell me where'd it go? Tell me where'd it go? 'Cause I don't know where I stand right now. And when my heart turns cold, and when there's nothing left to save, and if I lose my way, would you walk? Now everybody's a rapper, but got no message to give. Everybody wants more, but when will you give? See, I'm searching and learning, but feeling lost from within. I put this faith in a God, but it's just been silence from him. Barely affording these bills, literally about to give in. You're valued by your wealth, that's just the world we live in. Live a life around $1 and it doesn't make sense, 'cause this money runs the world, but these problems aren't paper thin. I'm laying on my bed, thinking what it's like to be dead. Tell me, is it better over there, or is it just all in my head? You see, this life is a blessing, impressions make it a mess. We idolize possessions just so you can stick out your chest. Not trying to tell you how to live, convince you how to be. I'm writing vivid descriptions of all the shit I gotta see. Doubted before I started, even now up on the scene. I wear my heart up on my sleeves just so you can know me, but you know just as much as I do. Chase what you love or let failure define you. The past is always behind you, but it's your choice to let go. Crazy to think that yesterday could have so much control, but whether I weather this weather or lever down in my grave, I look down at the stars, look at how far we've came. When the world feels like it's sinking, it's okay to feel drained. Been hunting for recognition.
Yeah, every day that's you and me, all day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing, see, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on, maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. 'Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months, had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your bae, on the run, like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs, I caught you out, you got serving that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No, Nova came, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks, I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do
top bands like Coachella. Yeah, just remember, I might have your girl for dinner. I'm the man year round, January to December. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said, don't think about it. I said, don't think about it.
Your reflection in my wine glass. That's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I've been alive. I'm trying to find where I identify. One time for the girl that got away. 2 times for the bub I'm about to spray. 3 times for the power that I pray to. Are you up there? Can you hear me? I know I fucked up. It's clear, see. I'm 22, but I don't act like it clearly. And all this shit is a mirage. I'm just rapping for a cause. The life, the fame, the life's the game. We break the laws, don't like to change. Wanna win you back, but I hate to lose. I know that you're the one, but it's hard to choose.
Alright, we are back for our 4th and final game here on the action-packed Sandhawk. We've had 3 pretty intense games so far, and I'm expecting Sandhawk to be absolutely no different. Sandhawk is one of those places where the flight path doesn't really matter. You're going to be able to jump pretty much anywhere, but this one's going to go straight down or almost the middle of the map, just slightly off to the east. You can see it up there, just to the east of Camp Charlie, just to the west of Quarry, just to the western side of Paradise Resort, over the top of Cow, and we're going to finish in the water just north of Cow. So let's see where these teams jump. Let's try to get down with a little bit of early action. This is game 4, Rose League, brought to you by AIO, Glitch Energy, Darth Odin, Control Cuties, and of course Channel Shredder. Also a big shout out to AMG, who have been our sponsors in the past and made all our overlays and stuff for Rose League. So a big shout out to Powerbang and the guys from AMG. Really appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for all the support. Been very quiet tonight, so I'm not sure if there's something else going on, but I appreciate all of you who are here. We're way down on our usual average of 50 plus viewers, so I'm sure there's a reason for that, and hopefully everyone will be back next week. But we've got our very special special guest AngryHoser here this week, and I'm sure he's enjoyed the action so far in the first 3 games, but I'm sure that will not change here in game 4. Right now I'm on board with Chinny from Realistic, who is right next to Peach from Beehive. I'm expecting a little bit of a fight here because it's a 1v1. Both players landing by themselves, but it looks like their teammates are both coming in to help out now. So as we see one of the players from the Lakers go down.
Like it's going to turn into a 4v4 real quick.
Yeah, you can see Beehive coming in from behind, also starting to move in as we see Chinny get taken down by Kerry. She's going to get instantly thirsted there by Peach. Realistic now down to 3 players.
And Yas goes down as well for B in that exchange. Yeah, Sandhawk is definitely not my forte for the most part, but it can definitely lead for some interesting gameplay. You know, it changes everything quite a bit, and the map is smaller, like you said, with it. So with that, like even if you're quarter zone, you can make it to anywhere on the map.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of an action-packed map, but you've got to be aware of a lot more things here on Sandhawk, especially people laying in the grass and stuff like that. It's not my favorite map. I do enjoy playing the odd Sandhawk. I do enjoy a boot camp hot drop on Sandhawk, that's for sure. But yeah, it's one of those maps that you either really love it or you hate it. A lot of people don't like Sandhawk because of the camping and the grass campers that happen in Sandhawk a lot, but it can be a fun map to play, especially if you're doing hot drops and stuff like that and trying to get content. But yeah,
no, for sure.
This fight here with Realistic and Beehive. Realistic just holding their position. They have pushed right in now on Beehive. Beehive already having one kill on the board. You see Peach has got a little bit of a sneaky position here. Just laying down behind the wall at the edge of one of the buildings.
Yeah, that's a pretty good position. If Realistic tries to make a flank or a push here, if one of her players gets knocked, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. She can really surprise them from this angle.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving around the other way to the left, and they get the knock on Yoss. And first, so both teams now down to 3 players. Down goes Mango though, down goes Grip, so now Realistic in a bit of trouble. Ella is the only one standing.
This is a tough spot for Ella to be in now. I mean, it is a 1v3. If she can get one quick knock here without taking any damage or much damage, you know, it's a very possible to do.
Yeah, they're really pushing in here on Ella now. 3 kills on the board here for Beehive. Ella under a bit of pressure in a 3v1 situation. She has got a gun though, even those numbers. She gets 2 knocks. Oh, but she probably went for the thirst.
She was gonna. Did you see the gas can? I thought she was gonna keep shooting the gas can and go for the thirst.
I thought that was the case as well. She went for the thirst when she probably should have concentrated on that third person. She might have got the wipe there. She was very close to doing so.
If she hit that gas can, I think she had it.
She definitely had a gun capable of taking out a full squad very quickly, and having 150 bullets is a bit of an advantage when not having to reload in that situation.
For sure.
We can see Team 17 here.
Team 13. Oh, there you go. Yep.
They are pushing up towards Black Mamba. We see a Shiki getting taken down. Vicky going down for Team 17. Oh, 3 down now for Team 17. They've just gone from leading this fight to being in serious trouble. Now Rev is the last player standing. What can she accomplish down from this compound? Black Mamba have 2 players down as well, so not sure whether they'll continue the push or try get the revives first. But that could give Spritty time to get back to Rev maybe and get revived. I'm not sure. He's trying to crawl down that hill to a bit of safety, but I'm not sure if Rev can get to her.
But I think Rev could right now, but I just don't think she realizes that she can.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to make the decision pretty quickly. And she really doesn't know if they're getting those revives or they're looking down and waiting for her to move. So it's a tough situation. Pretty is actually in the water now.
1 revive done. 2 revives done now, so all 4 up.
Yeah,
and 1 rotating far to Rev's far left, I believe.
Yeah, so Rev now in a bit of trouble. She's not going to be able to get Spritty up. Spritty's going to bleed out. She does go down, so now down to their final player, and she gets taken down from that angle through the window from the top of the hill, and Black Mamba start off the game with 4 kills on the board. Let's head up to Team 12. This is the Nexus Valkyries. They are fighting with Passion Fruit here, and Passion Fruit haven't had the night they would have wanted. Chiwis has gone down for them, and now being pushed by Nexus Valkyries here. Passion Fruit already have 1 kill on the board. And we see Hulla go down as well. Passion Fruit, there we go, getting the knock on one of the players there, which is Gristo, going down. Sump getting the revive here. Rival trying to get back. Oh, and a grenade takes down 2 of them. Rival now the last one up here for Passion Fruit. They're under a fair bit of pressure from the Valkyries. She's trying desperately to get one of her teammates up for a little bit of support here. Chiwis probably needs to heal up. Rival needs to go for the second revive. And then Chiwis needs to supply some support shooting here, which she's not going to do. She's going to head back down the hill to safety. They managed to get at least 3 of them up. 1 kill on the board now for the Valkyries. Taro getting knocked. Rival getting knocked again. So Chiwi's now the last player up.
Considering where they were, to have 3 members back up him without impressive.
Yeah, Chiwi's probably needed to stay up the hill and supply some support cover, some shots while they got that other revive and healed up. He probably pushed back too early. That was a beautiful grenade out the door there from Chiwi's, getting a instant thirst. Now it's a 2v1 against Chiwis, who's using the S12K shotgun.
That's another knock.
She gets a third, so she could 3v1 this here. It's a 1v1 now with Daddy. Daddy's trying to get a quick needle in while she, so she can fully boost up, get her health back to full, and take a little bit of extra damage. But Chiwi's just holding inside that window. She's down low on health now. Chiwi's in a tough situation. She's trying to get a heal off. This is the time when Daddy should be really pushing her, putting her under pressure, but she's going to allow her to heal up. Takes a bit more damage from that grenade, though.
If they never got that heal up, that would have been it.
Daddy trying to finish off Passion Fruit here. Chiwi's playing a pretty good defensive little game here. She's trying to finish off a 3v1, which is amazing for Chiwis and Passion Fruit to keep her team in the game as long as possible. Daddy moves back inside the main building. It's another chance for Chiwis to probably heal or boost up here. She's got no heals, so she will need to use those boosts. She's got a couple of bandages that she's going to try use. Gets in a grenade, but it's just bounced off that pole. That probably would have got Daddy then. That one's close. That one does a bit of damage to
hurt.
Daddy.
What a great if they hurt him, refry him. That could be it. That could be it.
Oh, just on the wrong side of the wall, I think they're saving Daddy. Chiwi's now pushing around from the side. There comes another grenade. That one doing some more damage. Jeez, it's a little bit back and forward with both of them doing a fair bit of damage to each other. And Chiwi's just coming in the door at the wrong time, and Daddy lays her out with the AKM. And unfortunately, Chiwi, she couldn't complete that 3v1, and Passion Fruit out in 15th position. Daddy keeps the Nexus Valkyries in the game for a little while longer. Let's go over to Team 13, Beehive.
That was quite a fight though.
That was a great little fight to watch. So Beehive now taking on My Team. Gets the knock on to Cheng there, Mergicida. Grenade doing a little bit of damage, but she did just get fully boost, so she will regenerate some health now. Beehive with Carry down as well. She's trying to pull back towards her teammates for a revive, but that ain't going to happen. Feng's Eye makes sure she gets the Mergicida now in a bit of trouble for Beehive. She's the last one up. She's being pushed, and she gets taken out by My T. Out in 14th position. My T with 6 kills on the board now. We've got another fight popping off as we speak. No, team getting taken out there. So we're down to 12 teams. All of a sudden, the teams are a little bit more separated from each other now. It looks like we're definitely going to finish on the main island.
Now, I would think.
So under rain.
I think you're right. I think the only gun that she was possibly the angle that she had was would have been the DBS. Over to Paradise now.
And I don't think I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think the DBS is in this map, is it?
Oh, or SK12. You know, one of those type of guns.
Yeah, definitely
was
needed
the
a
only
shotgun.
chance I think she had at that point to win that 1v4 on that round.
I could be wrong about that, but I don't know if the DBS is in this map. Aisha goes down for under rain.
Actually, it is. It is, because the one who just went down has it on her back right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so she does.
Actually, both of them do.
So Mel down for Goexia as well and being pushed by Dosen, who's lighting the room up with mollies at the moment. She's pushing right in to Paradise Resort. Under Rain only have 3 players in this game, so down a player to start with, but already 6 kills on the board, and every other game they've got more than 10 kills, so they're having a fairly good night points-wise with the kills, that's for sure. Katina getting taken down, so now Dosen's the last one up. Being separated from her teammates, she can't really help out. And she runs through her own molly.
She did. Never seen it. It was
covered by that smoke, yeah. And Dosen gets taken out, so Under Rain out in 12th place by Goexia, who now have 3 kills on the board and control Paradise Resort. Marty are in a bit of trouble with Kazakh Limerence. Here it looks like they might have actually just been... No, they've got 1 player remaining. Feng Zai being pushed here by the Kazakh Limerence team, and she gets taken out. So Marty out in 11th place. So all of a sudden...
there's also a fight over Team 10 and 8.
Team 10.
Almost the same color.
Oh, yep. Okay. All right. Out on the west coast, on the western side of the zone here, we've got Gas Fem taking on the Black Mamba team. Sepku pretty low on health, and she gets taken down by a grenade. So Gas Fem out in 10th place. All of a sudden, just like that, it's the 4th zone already, and we are down to 9 teams. 7 eliminations here for Black Mamba. And the zone switches, so Goexia in Paradise Resort, still inside zone. Ixia Flora in the northeast are inside zone, and every other team needs to make some sort of a rotation here. Now, this is unusual as well.
Yeah,
Black Mamba using vehicles.
Quite well tonight, actually.
You don't see a lot of teams using vehicles on Sandhawk, so...
Yeah, not really. You don't see a lot of teams using vehicles on Sandhawk, but I guess you know, when you're doing scrims and whatever, it's different, right? 'Cause
Well,
you
it's
need that vehicle
even
to
in
get
Rose
that
League and
little bit of cover.
even in Rose League and something, it's not something you see very often. Sandhawk's a map where you can pretty much run anywhere, so you don't see a lot of vehicles used. But I don't know why. Like, I think vehicles can be used to your advantage, especially to make a quick rotation into zone and for cover late in the game. So I think more teams should probably do it, but we don't see it a lot.
I mean, cover is cover. Just seen a fight going on somewhere.
They push straight
looks
past.
Like, Paradise, they're pushing in. Kaz pushing in on Team 4.
Yeah, so Kazik Limerence pushing Go X here at Paradise Resort.
And Tiger's also coming into backside as well.
Hey, Not Lit. Hey, Pest Control. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. All right, so Kazik Limerence really getting close to Go X here. Mel just around the corner from one of the players here, sitting on the wall. Leora getting taken down by Lady with that DBS. Hey, Angry, thank you for the Canada flag. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I figured I should represent. So.
And Kazik Limerence now in a bit of trouble here after pushing Go Exia themselves into Paradise Resort. They're now down to one player remaining. That's Amaya. She's outside the wall trying to get some smokes out and maybe heal up a bit and retreat here. But it looks like as we say that, Team 19 have also pushed into Paradise Resort on Go Exia, so that may give Amaya from Kazik Limerence a bit of a chance to escape here. We've got Control, who with a couple of players down too. That's Team 11. Madeline currently knocked. Zay has just been picked up and is trying to heal up. Black Mamba not too far away from them as we see Sinner go down. That means Ashiki now the last player standing for Black Mamba. Hey, thank you for the epic tower, Texas. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you, thank you.
The just FYI for everyone who doesn't know, as I said, I am as far east in Canada as you can go. If you hear me yawning, it's because normally by now I'm in bed by about an hour ago because of my work schedule. So, 3ST about to get squad. 3ST just got squad wiped by Mia.
Oh wow!
From Kazmia. Now I do have that. I am recording, so I will put that and send that one to you.
Yeah, awesome. That's the sort of stuff we put on TikTok. We got Ixia Flora just outside zone trying to heal up. We've got Control still in a bit of a fight with a player down. Natty trying to push inside zone, and she's going to go down to the play zone. Unfortunately, it is zone 5 now, so this blue zone's doing a lot of damage. You cannot afford to be caught by it. Ixia Flora being put under some pressure here from Sleeping Forest. Yeah, but I totally understand the time difference thing. I'm 15 hours ahead of North America, and everything I do is North American time-wise, so it can become quite difficult sometimes. For me, this starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and this morning, for example, I had a meeting with one of the PUBG VRP staff and didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock this morning, so I only got a couple of hours sleep. So I feel you, I'd normally be in bed too.
Well, like I said, it is 12 a.m. here, and as my work schedule, because I work at 8 a.m.
And Ixia Flora taken out.
I'm usually in bed before now.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's enough work talk, because this is going to get interesting real quick here now with 6 teams left and this zone is closing.
I'm just lucky I do this as a job, so my sleep can be whenever I'm not streaming, you know.
I was, but it just, yeah, needed something. And here we go. Tiger now taking out the last of. I'm not sure what team that was.
Yeah, so they're right next to Go Exia. Controller pushing in here too. 5 teams remaining here in this final game of the night. Zay getting caught by the blue zone. Oh, this is going to make her go down to the blue zone. Oh, she does. She might be able to... She may be able to crawl in, but... No, Control get taken out there by Sleeping Forest. Getting a little bit of help from GoXia. GoXia are down to one player standing as well. Mel pushing out into the blue zone. She's going to need to be quick. And she pushes straight into one of the players from Team 19 and gets taken out. So now we're down to 3 teams. And Mai, as a solo, has survived all that time after getting a squad wipe and has now got her team into a top 3 finish. They've got 7 kills on the board as well. So picking up some points here after surviving as a solo for quite some time. Sleeping Forest, though, are a full team with 11 kills on the board, and they are now making the push towards her. We've also got Black Tigers.
With it too, so they may be stuck here.
And we go Amaya taken out there, so Kazik Limerence will take 3rd place, but good fight there by Amaya. And now it's Black Tigers, and they get taken out, so Sleeping Forest are going to take the final chicken dinner of the night with 14 kills on the board. Black Tiger will finish in 2nd spot with 3 kills. Kazik Limerence will finish in 3rd place with 7 kills. GoXia will finish in 4th with 6 kills, and Control rounding out the top 5 with 1 kill on the board. Let's look at the teams just outside the top 5. And then we will look at our top 3 players.
Room, gave him some great shelter, but it also prevented him from being able to run the zone at the end of it when they really needed to.
Yeah, you get trapped by those big walls. It's you don't want to run out into the blue zone because it does so much damage, but they really had no choice. So our stars of that match there. Kane getting the final kill. Natalia, the best companion, 3 revives, 2 assists. Going all out was Kane as well with 6 kills, 612 damage. GG's, that is the end of tonight's stream. Appreciate everyone who hung out tonight. We'll be back again next week. We've got special guest Bella Fox joining us next week. It's going to be absolutely amazing. A big shout out again to AngryHoser, who's joined me tonight and stayed up way past his bedtime. Much appreciated. Make sure you all go over to Facebook, Kick, and YouTube and look up AngryHoser. Give him a follow. It'd be very much appreciated. But that's the end of tonight's Rose League stream. Appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. And remember, once you go shredder, life gets better. All right, dude. Thank you so much for tonight.
I can talk freely now.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for tonight. They probably can still hear us, but it'll get cut off before that anyway. So,
no worries.
Thank you so much for joining me.
I'm not saying anything anyway. That was fun. I enjoy casting. I've done it a few times before. But it was a lot of fun.
I just got to get more used to casting with another person instead of doing it all by myself. But it's good fun. And you're welcome anytime you want to join us, or you want to have some games, run some games, man. Send me a message. I'm down. It was great to have you on board, and I really do appreciate you staying up past your bedtime and sticking it out with me. It was good fun. I apologize for the viewership tonight. It wasn't nowhere near as good as what it usually is. We're usually somewhere between the 60 and 100 viewers. So